Government overreach. The limited power granted to Congress is specified in only 18 clauses. The purpose of the U.S. Constitution. The preamble to the United States Constitution states, "We the people of the United States, in order to form a more perfect union, establish justice, ensure domestic tranquility, provide for the common defense, promote the general welfare, and secure the blessings of liberty to ourselves and our posterity, do ordain and establish this Constitution for the United States of America." Legislative powers. In Article 1, Section 1 of the United States Constitution, it says, "All legislative powers herein granted shall be vested in a Congress of the United States, which shall consist of a Senate and House of Representatives." Legislative means making or giving laws pertaining to the function of lawmaking or to the process of enactment of laws. Grant means to bestow, to confer upon someone other than the person or entity which makes the grant. That's definitions from Black's Law, 5th edition. Granted from whom? For legislative power to be granted to someone or something, someone else first had to have that power and authority in order to give it to someone else. The power is not totally relinquished from the original owner, but merely shared for specific purposes, like a business owner shares authority with an office manager to get certain things done. We, the people, are the ones with original power. We are merely loaning our power to Congress to perform certain specific duties. Article 1, Section 8 of the United States Constitution says, "Congress shall have power to lay and collect taxes, duties, imposts, and excises, to pay the debts and provide for the common defense and general welfare of the United States. But all duties, imposts, and excises shall be uniform throughout the United States." To borrow money on the credit of the United States. To regulate commerce with foreign nations and among the several states and with the Indian tribes. To establish an uniform rule of naturalization and uniform laws on the subject of bankruptcies throughout the United States. To coin money, regulate the value thereof and of foreign coin, and fix the standard of weights and measures. Congress shall have power to provide for the punishment of counterfeiting the securities and current coin of the United States, to establish post offices and post roads, to promote the progress of science and useful arts by securing for limited times to authors and inventors the exclusive right to the respective writings and discoveries, to constitute tribunals inferior to the Supreme Court, to define and punish piracies and felonies committed on the high seas and offenses against the law of nations. Congress shall have power to declare war, grant letters of marque and reprisal, and make rules concerning captures on land and water, to raise and support armies, but no appropriation of money to that use shall be for a longer term than 2 years, to provide and maintain a navy, to make rules for the government and regulation of the land and naval forces, to provide for calling forth the militia to execute the laws of the Union, suppress insurrections, and repel invasions. Congress shall have power to provide for organizing, arming, and disciplining the militia and for governing such part of them as may be employed in the service of the United States, reserving to the states respectively the appointment of the officers and the authority of training the militia according to the discipline prescribed by Congress. Congress shall have power to exercise exclusive legislation in all cases whatsoever over such district not exceeding 10 miles square as may, by cession of particular states and the acceptance of Congress, become the seat of the government of the United States, and to exercise like authority over all places purchased by the consent of the legislature of the state in which the same shall be, for the erection of forts, magazines, arsenals, dockyards, and other needful buildings. This is referring to Washington, D.C., and other government buildings, not over we the people. Congress shall have power to make all laws which shall be necessary and proper for carrying into execution the foregoing powers and all other powers vested by this Constitution in the government of the United States or in any department or officer thereof. Vested means fixed, settled, absolute. That's from Black's Law, 5th edition. This is the final list. This is all Congress was granted authority to handle. The laws created are for government to carry out their administrative duties. Where did it say they have permission to send our taxpayer money to foreign countries? Where did it say they can carry over debt? Where did it say they can let anybody and everybody cross our borders? Where did it say they can print fiat currency? To coin means money stamped, a piece of metal, as gold, silver, copper, or other metal. That's from Noah Webster, 1828 dictionary. Where did it say they could create the FBI, CIA, CPS, NIH, FDA, or any other agency and rule over the rights of we the people? Where did it say they could transfer any rights of we the people to the United Nations, World Health Organization, or any other corporation? There is no granted permission other than what was specifically written. In summary, the purpose of the United States Constitution is specifically stated. The legislatures only have limited delegated power from us, we the people, to accomplish certain specific duties. The majority of what has been done is not on that list. Government overreach has occurred in a massive way, and it is up to us, we the people, to rein it back in. Knowledge is power. Educate yourselves on your state and federal constitution. Thomas Jefferson said, "Our legislators are not sufficiently apprised of the rightful limits of their power, that their true office is to declare and enforce only our natural rights and duties, and to take none of them from us." He also said, "Whensoever the general government assumes undelegated powers, its acts are unauthoritative, void, and of no force." Thank you for watching. Please click the like, share, and subscribe buttons and leave a comment. For additional information, you can go to the True Tornado homepage, click under Playlist, and you will find a playlist for Constitution Alive, which will break down the federal Constitution for you. There's another playlist for Foundations of Freedom and American Heritage. Those two will give you the background on how our Constitution was created. It's wonderful information and very beneficial. Thanks again.